See if that does any better. I don't know, for some reason the stream wasn't working for practice. We've just headed into qualifying for round 3 of the Super Trofeo GT3 series for late night racing. Are we working now? I believe so. Both Pickle and Clarkson on each other's tail. Being qualifying, I would have given myself a bit more room. If I was Clarkson. No need to put real pressure on each other for qualifying. You watch these two. These two were super quick in practice. Both into the 39s. There was only basically 2 tenths separating Pickle and Clarkson. As they head up through these fast sweepers here down into the bowl. Go on board here with Clarkson. We'll have a look at the attitude of Pickle's car as well. It's a little bit wide of the apex there. Over the little ridge here to the chicane. Short shift into second there from Clarkson. Around the final turn. Clarkson a little bit wide there, so have to be patient with the accelerator. Pickle across the line. 39.49. Clarkson to 39.89. So these guys will get one more lap at it. Pickle's run very wide through there. M4A's got a bit of damage on the front of his car there. So these guys might get one more lap in. As Sparrow crosses the line with the 141.21. Puts him to the third at the moment. 140.54. M4A moves up into third, but then immediately gets eclipsed by T-Dub with a 139.7. He's actually jumped Clarkson as well there. So T-Dub sitting in second place. As we've got just on 28 seconds left. Clarkson's trying to race Pickle here. It's not really, it's going to affect his lap times. Because Pickle will be on a fast lap too, and he's not going to give over. As the clock goes to 0, this will be the final lap. As they come up to the line. Pickle with a 39.95. Clarkson goes to the top with a 39.28. Using that slipstream effect to gain some extra speed. The Sparrow now comes into the final complex and rounds the final turn. 7 tenths up. This is going to be a good lap here from Sparrow. Put him deep into the 40s, crosses the line with a 40.39. Currently sitting in 4th. M4A crosses the line with a 40.03. T-Dub crosses with a 41.5. And Dizzy just crosses the line as well manages a 139.9. So Clarkson takes pole position for tonight's race, the 139.28 over Pickle in second with a 39.49. Tito, great result there for a third with a 139.72. Dizzy, good comeback there after a late entry to get fourth position with a 139.97. M4A with a 140.03. That was a better time than he did in practice, so he should be happy with that. And Sparrow in sixth position with a 140.39. So the field's only separated by just over 1 second. So this should make for some good close racing tonight. Like I said, we've just got a 25-minute sprint race, no pit stops needed. So the guys will now be going through the process of setting up the car for the race with enough petrol or gas, if you want to call it, to make it last the 25 minutes. And we'll be jumping onto the grid very shortly, and I believe we've got like a minute and a half intermission time where the guys can then jump in. There you go, 2 minutes. Guys can jump back into their setups, as you'll see the cars bouncing around a little bit as they go in to their setups, double checking tyre pressures, any slight adjustments. I really wouldn't be doing any adjustments prior to race start if you haven't already got a setup. Basically running a setup that you've used in practice and quali, you stick with that so you can... Who did we just lose then? M4A. Oh, hopefully you can make it back in time. M4A is one of our late night racing members from overseas. He's actually from South Africa. So his internet ping rate's a little bit sketchy sometimes, and it's very unfortunate he does disconnect quite a bit. It's a bit of a shame because he's such a great racer and such a good driver. You know, hopefully he can make it back for tonight. So as I was saying, you don't want to do any major changes to your setup prior to race start if you haven't been familiar with it. Can make your race, oh, he's back, great, awesome. It can make your race a little bit sketchy if you're unfamiliar, make the car be unsettled. So here we go, 30 seconds now, all the cars will be dropped. Ignition's on, engine started. It looks like we've got a bit of a formation lap, the last two corners, so you get a little bit of time to get a bit of heat into the brakes and the tyres. But only a small field tonight, only 6 people, which is a bit of a shame. We usually get around 10 to 12. Sparrow, there's no need for the windshield wiper, mate, because it's not raining. I know you want to clean all the bird dirt off your window, but you should have got your pit crew to do that. As we roll into our formation lap. Pole position will lead them to the line, holding 70 kilometres an hour, or no more than 70. Anything more than that, you can get a drive through. As they hit the line, when the stewards are ready, they'll wave the green flag to send them on the way. And we'll get the race started for round 3 of the Super Trofeo GT3 Series. There's the green light, and off we go racing. Looks like Clarson's got a good start, and so has Pickle, but he's going to be stuck on the outside. T-Dub's got a good start too. He's going up the inside here of Dizzy. And make it clean through turn 1. Oh, T-Dub's off into the grass. Oh, and a big slap onto the wall. Oh, tell you what, Sparrow did a really good job then to avoid T-Dub coming back onto the track. I dare say T-Dub's going to be carrying a significant amount of damage after that incident. As we head down into the bowl. Carson's starting to pull a bit of a gap on Pickle. It's out to 0.6. Pickle's going to have to try to stay with him. Staying close to keep the pressure on him. As we then go back, looks like M4A is getting a bit of pressure put on him from Sparrow. Oh, bit of contact there. M4A just turned down, did not see his rear quarter still there. He thought he would have been clear. So no malice in that one. T-Dub's still trying to fight his way back. Sound like someone was in the grass there. Big Dizzy had a little bit of a moment going through the chicane. Carson leads him around for lap 1. Gap's now out to 1.2. Oh, big moment there from M4A. A little bit early on the gas has put him out into the grass and into the fence. And T-Dub's managed to come around. So both T-Dub and M4A have had pretty standard, or low standard first laps, carrying a significant amount of side scrapage on that Lambo there for M4A. We've got Sparrow putting a ton of pressure on the back of Dizzy here, trying to get him to move along because T-Dub's closing in fast on Sparrow as well. After that first incident, doesn't look like that T-Dub's been affected too much by aero. Looks like he's still got a fair bit of drivability in the car. We jump on board here with T-Dub. See what he can do through his final sector. Fairly even between these three at the moment. Go on the back of Sparrow here, looking at T-Dub as they head up over these wild curves. As you can see, I told you, those wild curves there can send you from the right side to the left side very quickly. As Sparrow's now dropped 2 positions because of that. It's very unfortunate, but I've got to say those curves are an absolute killer if you're not ready. That's taking a fair bit of pressure now off Dizzy. Dizzy can concentrate on trying to close that gap now, the 2.4 seconds to Pickle. And Clarston has checked out to 2 seconds over Pickle. Everyone's now pretty much spaced out. We're just on 5 minutes in, 20 minutes to go. Sparrow's now dropped back about 4 seconds off M4A. I think that little mistakes rattled him a little bit. T-Dub's got that gap now down to just under a second to Dizzy. not far behind is M4A. We're going helmet cam here with T-Dub. Down to 0.7 now. Just chipping away at it ever so slowly. Dizzy was pretty good for our sector there, and he's opened the gap back out. M4A's getting inch by inch closer to T-Dub. Sparrow's now 5 seconds behind M4. I dare say he's struggling a little bit with that car. Dizzy's now got that time down to 2 seconds on Pickle. As Clarson's definitely just checked out now. We're on board here looking at the rear of Pickle's car. Watching Dizzy, T-Dub and M4A closing the gap. Oh, Pickle goes very deep there through the chicane. And it's just bringing the boys closer together. So that lap Pickle did a 141.4. Over Dizzy's 140.1. So 1.1 seconds then gain there for that slight mistake from Pickle. T-Dub's now still managing to hold that gap to Dizzy at 1 second. And M4A's dropped off the back a little bit. He's now out to 2.4 off T-Dub. But this gap here between Dizzy and Pickle for the second spot on the podium is 1.3. Pickle's trying hard to hold these boys at bay. .5 goes to 40.4. So Pickle and Dizzy on the same average lap time. T-Dub's just dropped off a fair bit there. from Dizzy. M4A's managed to close the gap on T-Dub, so he's obviously had a bit of an incident through Sector 1. Zanvoort here with Dizzy for the remainder of the lap. See if we can get a read on people's car, see what it's doing. Trying to find its strengths and weaknesses. I think Dizzy's car is stronger through Sector 3 there. Oh, he's hit that inside curve, massive slide, but he's managed to save it. That was a massive moment there. Coming onto the front straight for Dizzy, but he's managed to hold it, just lost a little bit of time. Passing now out to a 6-second lead. He's just another one of these elite drivers that once they're out in front they just pull away from the field and then they're on their own.
We are halfway through, keep pushing.
There's the halfway mark, so just on 12.5 minutes to go. M4A's still clinging onto the back of T-Dub there. Still hovering around that 1.5 second mark. And the gap here with Pickle and Dizzy still on that 1.1 as well. On the rear here of Pickle with the rear view cam up the top, you can see Dizzy in the background on the rear view mirror. Nice exit there from Pickle. Gained 2/10 through that last sector. 40.3. Dizzy does a 40.1, so they're fluctuating in different areas of the track. We're on board with Dizzy. Definitely see Dizzy's a lot quicker through the first sector. He's closed that gap right down now to 0.8. Well, Pickles run wide. This is going to be a moment here for Dizzy to close the gap. Now down to 0.4. He's all onto the back of him now. Pickle will definitely be feeling the pressure. On board here with Dizzy. Pickles managed to pull the gap back out through this last section here. Went to 40.6. So you can definitely see Dizzy's very quick in this first sector, but Pickle seems to be just that bit stronger in the last sector. There's that curb, watch the curb. Almost the same thing that happened to Sparrow, happened to Dizzy then. Touched the curb and threw him off into the grass. He managed just to ease it back onto the track. But that's now enticed T-Dub. He's now 1.1 second behind. Closing in ever so slightly. Paul Sparrow just out on his own, 20 seconds behind M4A. He'll stick with it, he'll see it through to the end. It looks like we're just on going to have a three-way battle here in a second. Everyone's within 1 second of each other. And Dizzy's the meat in the sandwich. Oh, Tito runs very deep through the chicane. Manages to keep it on track, but lost a little bit of time there. Gap now down to 0.7. We'll be able to start using that slipstream effect now. And close the gap ever so slowly. 1/10 better that lap from Dizzy over Pickle. So we've got 7.5 minutes to go. So it's still anybody's gain here for second place. Not worrying about first. Clarson's 9 seconds up the road. He's pretty much got it done and dusted. So don't have to worry about him. This is where the battle is for the lower steps on the podium. Have a look back here. We'll watch the attitudes of both cars in through sector 3. He's very deep under brakes. We've got a little bit of a better run there to the final sector. There's the last corner. Down to 0.6. His gear's closing, you can see it. Right on him now, 0.4. Oh, it's one tyre in the dirt. Oh, just a little bit wide through there, misses the apex a bit. Oh, Pickle's gone very deep. Oh, Dizzy has a big dive under brakes. Getting ever so close. Speed up now, 1.8 seconds, 2 seconds, back to up to Dizzy. He's just sitting there watching these two starting to battle it out. 140.6 plays a 140.7, there's nothing in it. I think we'll get probably 3 laps to go. Getting Dizzy, make a move and make it stick. Oh, Pickle loses the rear end and he's handed the position to Dizzy. Just coming out of that tight section there, a bit too early on the gas, and the car's just rotated. Let's move Dizzy up into second. So now we've just got to watch T-Dog, who's only 1.2 seconds behind Pickle now. So just a slight error there from Pickle's managed to let Dizzy through to second place. What can T-Dub do? Just on possibly 2 laps remaining. Dizzy's got the gap out to 1.4 on Pickle now. You can probably breathe a sigh of relief. And there's a 1.4 gap from T-Dub to Pickle as well, so. And for A, he's only just on 3 seconds behind T-Dub. He can see this battle group up ahead. He's hoping, please take someone out and let me up. Let me join back into the group. But then also we have Sparrow, still out there rotating, completing his laps. He was 26 seconds back after that major incident. You can see the battle scars all over the car. He's been in the wars today, but he will see it to the end. So I dare say we're going to have, this will be the last lap. T-Dub's dropped back a little bit, so I dare say Pickle has managed to just open the gap up ever so slightly. Because he's got the gap now 1.4 to Dizzy. There's Clarson's going through the bowl. I believe this will be the last lap. Unless Dizzy makes a slight mistake, I think he's going to be settling in for second place tonight. And Pickle looks like he's going to be comfortably in third at the moment. As Clarkson leads it through the chicane for the last time. Just been out on his own. Oh, looks like he's had a bit of an incident. He's got a few scrapes on the front of the car. And the bonnet's ajar, so he's obviously had a bit of a boo-boo somewhere, but still manages to make it stick and comes across the line to take first place.
The leader has finished the race.
Round 3 of the Super Trofeo GT3s. Dizzy crosses the line in second, Pickle in third, T-Dub in fourth, M4A will cross the line in fifth. Sparrow will bring home the field in 6th place. As he comes up to the line to greet the checkered flag. That is our 3rd round of the Super Trofeo GT3 series for late night racing. Clarkson with the win. Dizzy in second, Pickle in third, T-Dub in fourth, M4A in 5th, and Sparrow in 6th. Just save the replay. Alright guys, thank you for tuning in and checking out this series. Coming to you next Sunday night, we have the same series. Will be at Zolder, so tune in for that. Hopefully we have a few more drivers on the field. But thanks for watching everyone, and catch us on the next one.